This orange glue is what you eat every day. Looks like Doritos, right? But it's actually a chemical cocktail disguised as an innocent snack. Inside you'll find refined sugar, high fructose corn syrup, soy lecithin, TBHQ, and artificial flavors designed to trick your brain and keep you craving more. This is a ultra-processed GMO snack, fried in seed oil and full of additives that create addiction. Between pesticides, dyes, and preservatives, this chip is anything but natural. They made you believe it's just an innocent snack, but it drains your energy, drives inflammation, and keeps you fat and addicted.
Let me tell you how I stop myself from binge eating hot Cheetos. The best way to have self-control with foods that make you binge is to simply not buy them at all. And I know that's not the answer that we want to hear, at least for me, because I love my candy and my chips, especially hot Cheetos. So just to think that I should just not buy them at all, it's pretty heartbreaking to me because I really do enjoy eating them. And I know that we're told that we can have anything we want in moderation, but the reality is that these ultra-processed foods like chips and candy and some ice cream, they were just not made to be had in moderation. They're created to be addictive so that we keep reaching for the bag and just eating more and more and more. That's why we see bigger and bigger and bigger bags at the store, and to be honest, it's not that hard to eat a whole family size or king size bag of chips by yourself. Whenever I go grocery shopping, I always fill up my cart with proteins and veggies and fruits, and I'm making my way over to the checkout, and there's always chips and candy there, and I have a weakness for hot Cheetos, so I'm standing there waiting to check out, and the hot Cheetos are just like staring at me, and I'm having this inner dialogue in my head justifying myself buying a bag of hot Cheetos, and I always tell myself that I'm just gonna have a couple and then put the bag away. And whenever I do give in to buying the bag, I can never eat just a couple. I always eat the whole bag, which that bag that you buy at the checkout is about 750 calories, I think. And I can eat that whole bag in about 5 minutes or so. And when I'm standing there in line, what I think about is how the hot Cheetos make me feel immediately. So when I open the bag and then take out that first hot Cheeto, it's just such a nice feeling. And that's what I'm thinking about when I buy the bag. But the reality is that an hour or two later after I eat the hot Cheetos, I always have this really big stomach pain. And I should probably think about that pain a little bit more before I make my decision. And if we were to stop and think about how these ultra-processed foods make us feel in the long run, how they make our stomach hurt or make our skin break out or just make us feel low energy, we probably would choose not to buy them. But if we think about the immediate effects of how satisfying it is to bite into a chip, or just how nice it feels to dig into your ice cream, then we would probably make better decisions. And if we think about our food with what it does for us overall, not saying that you can't get pleasure from your food, not saying that your food can't taste good, but when we look at ultra-processed foods like hot Cheetos, for example, they do absolutely nothing for me other than give me satisfaction for 5 minutes. But then they create harmful effects later on and then just ruin my day. Not only that, but ingredients on there can be harmful to the gut lining. So they can create harmful effects later on as well. We have to shift our mindset and perspective towards our food to be something that nourishes us and that gives us long-term health rather than immediate satisfaction. Because even though we do want to eat food that is good tasting and that makes us feel good, we don't want to put our health or long-term health at stake for 5 minutes of satisfaction.